join me in this episode at the bottom of a cliff along with our form, because it has completely dropped off. Bit of a tortured metaphor, but I think you get the point. It's been a terrible month, January. Absolutely shocking bad month. Only one win, and that was in the Papa John's EFL Trophy Competition Cup Vars thing when we beat Forest under 21s. We've got the next round of that, the quarter-final, in a little while, but look at these, just so much red. 3 defeats on the bounce now, 2 in the National League, in League Two, following on from that big defeat at Palace in the FA Cup. So we lost away at Tranmere 1-0, and then our first ever home defeat at the hands of Harrogate Town and Huddersfield Town loanee. I assume he's on loan. Yep, he is. Kean Harrott got a brace. A couple of really good finishes from him, and yeah, as I say, it was our first home defeat at all in this save, or this version of the save anyway, and it's dropped us to 5th, those 2 defeats. Admittedly, we are only a couple of points away from automatic promotion, and we've still got a 6-point cushion on Exeter in 8th. Look, if you'd have offered me a playoff place at the start of the season, I would have snapped your hands off. And it's not like we've been top and dropped away. We've only actually been top for one match week. We have been second quite a bit though, and we've been third for the last few weeks. So it's still a little bit worrying that we have dropped. In terms of expectation from the board, it is to fight bravely against relegation. So even if we do drop off a cliff and finish outside the playoffs, I don't think I would be in danger. I don't think, but of course the run of form that could happen could, I guess, put me in danger. I don't know. The season preview had us finishing 11th, so the media thought more of us than the board, which is nice. We do have a big injury as well, which is annoying. Charlie Caton is out for around about 5 weeks, so he's going to miss the whole of February by the look of it, and it's a big month as well. So we have potentially got another lone striker coming in, and it's Joe Taylor from Peterborough, who I'm hoping gets over the line. I was hoping he'd be in time to be on the bench for this match. He's not. He's quick. He's got good finishing. He's 5'7", so again he's about the same sort of stature as Charlie, but he looks like he could be decent. He looks actually pretty much carbon copy of Charlie, to be honest, and he's out of contract at the end of the season, which could be a good thing as well. We do still have 4 or 5 days left of the transfer window. Looking to bring in Joe Gubbins as well from QPR. I think that is a buying type transfer. He looks good, 6'1". I think he'd do a job for us. He's left-footed. Reason for that is that we have sold Luke Kroll. We managed to get him out to Southend for 24 grand. Very, very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. We've showed you Luke Matheson in the last episode. We've also signed Corey Panther from Eastleigh, another left-sided centre-back who can also fill in at left-back. I've been after him for a while, actually. I was going to sign him in the summer, but his release clause was like 225 grand, and that's what they wanted. In the end, we've gone for 170, but it is staggered. We've paid, I think, half of it up front. I think it's not. We haven't paid 170. Let's have a look at the clauses. What have we? Where is he? Where is Corey Panther? 2 clauses. So he's got a 30% sell on, and yeah. So we've paid like 90 grand up front and 80 grand in 2 instalments. So I'm not too bothered about that. I'm quite happy with that. Just while we're looking, we haven't got any clauses that we can sell, which is annoying. So I think we're up to speed. The worry is now that 3 defeats in a row, and we've got this massive derby now coming up against Stockport, who are down in 14th at the minute, but this is a really tough game. I'm now on the verge of potentially looking at changing the tactic or tweaking the instructions or something, because, as I say, it's fallen off a cliff a little bit, our form. Take out the Palace game, I guess. But yeah, it's not been good at all. So we need to up it a lot. This would be a great start. A derby against Stockport would be a very, very good time to get back to winning ways. And then, of course, we have that match against Tottenham under 21s. in the Pizza Cup. So we are all sick and tired. Can I outstretched arms and say that? No. Can I pump fists and say that? I can. Oh, it's inspired Marcus Dackers, which is nice to see. I'd love a goal from you, mate. So I mean, Marcus Dackers is ridiculously tall, isn't he? What is he, 6'7"? Yeah, he's 6'7". So part of me is wondering if he's going to be playing for the next 5 weeks. Do I change my passing style and go more direct? Because then at least it will, you know, it'll stick with him up there, and he can get it back into midfield, or he can knock it out wide, rather than, because it's okay bringing him in for a game or off the bench and playing that way. But if he's going to be my first choice striker for the next 7 weeks, or well, 5 weeks, seven or 8 games, maybe I need to start thinking about changing the approach to try and get the best out of him. Maybe switch to wingers and just get crosses in. I mean, I've got one winger, of course, on the right, but my left-hand guy is an inside forward. As that is headed away. Oh, you should have intercepted that. And Anthony Sarcevic, a bit of a non-league legend and a lower league legend, has smashed it in. And we've fallen behind. And that is very, very deflating, given our current run of form. Oh, I mean, it's the only highlight of the game. And it looks like it's going to be the only highlight of the half. Oh no, we've got another one. Oh God, don't tell me we're going 2-0 down. Jasper heads away. Dackers is going to get to that. He will hold it up well. Jasper to Vaughan. Dackers is on the move, but we've lost it. Dackers, I mean, he is 6'7", but just look at, I'm going to pause it. Look at him there. He is huge. And look at him. He's tiny. He's absolutely tiny. Meanwhile, Perry won the ball back and has lost it again. Their left back struggling with an injury. Do we focus play down the right then if he stays on the pitch at half time? Do we get our winger to run at him? That's a penalty. You blew the whistle before the challenge had even been made. Oh, he's put it wide. Oh, that's a let-off. Oh, he's put it wide, Sarcevic. That is a huge, huge let-off. I need to get into these players, though. Still stay 5th at the minute. It's not too damaging, because it looks like Hartlepool and Walsall are both... Oh, look at that. Crawley missed a first-minute penalty against Walsall. God damn you, Crawley Town. I need to get into them. I'm going to thrash arms. Right. Okay, we're going to go more direct. So, in possession, we don't want low crosses. We don't want low crosses. We've got an absolute giant on the pitch. So we'll go more direct. We might just slow it down a bit. We could hit early crosses, I guess. Take the be more expressive off. Because if we hit early crosses, Marcus Dackers is going to get on them, isn't he? Anybody struggling? Oh, Dackers is struggling. Of course he is. Right. Jasper's having a shocker. We'll bring the Wamba on. McDonald is very frustrated. Alex Denny is frustrated. I'm worried there that they might get involved, so I'm going to take off McDonald. He gave away the penalty, didn't he? Or was it Hobson? It might have been Hobson that gave it away, actually. Alex Denny's looking frustrated as well. Do I make 3 changes at half time? It's a risk, but I'm going to do it. I'm just worried that the frustrated players might jump in and end up getting themselves sent off. I mean, I've got Akine Peters as well, who's on a yellow, so really should have probably taken him off, but there you go. Played forward here and out to McDonald, but Akine Peters tracks back well, hits it forward looking for Dackers, who doesn't win the header. Why, is the other guy that you're up against 7.5 foot or something? How have you not won that? No! Another penalty. Are you shitting me? And of course he does it. So they've had a penalty in the last minute of the first half and the first minute of the second half. The first one he blew before the tackle had even been made, and this one, Couto just went through and got the ball. He just ran. Oh, fuming. I'm absolutely fuming. Oh, come on, boys. This has gone absolutely just down the drain all of a sudden. It's really frustrating. Perry to Matheson. Perry, he's going to hit one. He's hit the bar because, of course, because why would we want to score? Dackers with the header was never going to get that in from there. He had to generate all the power himself, but it's a little better, I guess. I think I'm going to have to completely look at that. Kean Harrott scored again. And Dizzy Brown's at Harrogate as well. He was at Huddersfield on loan from Chelsea back in our promotion season to the Premier League. Anyway, enough reminiscing. Couto off, who we are trying to keep happy again. Marcus Dackers. I shouldn't have made 3 changes at the break. It was a bit of a mistake, to be honest, but I had to try something. Dackers, you're going to have to see out the game because I can't be arsed going and changing all the crossing and the passing directness again. And we haven't got an out-and-out striker on the bench either. Hopefully we will have for the Spurs game. I don't understand why Dackers was struggling for fitness either. He hasn't been injured. Maybe it's just because he hasn't had a run of games. He's been coming off the bench, and so it might be a match fitness sort of thing. I'm going to demand more as Perry fires that over. I mean, we've had plenty of shots. I mean, it's 2 ridiculous penalties, neither of which were penalties. And what the hell is that? This 4 defeats in a row kind of suggests that we've got to change the tactic, doesn't it? And we've been caught out on our right. Cuts inside. Shot takes a deflection. Magnus Norman holds it. I'm seriously worried now. I don't know if it's just a blip. Swindon 0, Wrexham 3. That's a big score. I don't know whether this was just a blip. I don't know whether I need to be worried about this. I mean, it's 3 defeats in a row now in the league, and we dropped to 7th. That is worrying. Really worrying. I mean, hypothetical, I know, but if we'd won the last 3 games, we'd be 2nd. We'd be on 59 points. I'm going to say I don't like what... I wasn't going to go all out because, to be fair, we did have, I think, 9 shots and 4 on target away from home, so it wasn't an awful performance. But it's a derby for a start, which really rankles. That really does. And it's just coupled with this run of form that is just killing me. Absolutely killing me. Oh God. Not bode well, does it, going into a game against one of the Premier League's top under-21 teams. It's a busy old day today. Not only have we got the Tottenham game, we've also got the semi-final draw for the Pizza Cup, and as you can see by the colours, it's deadline day as well, transfer deadline day. So the semi-final draw is a bit depressing. If we show you what has happened, we're the only league club left in it. Everton under-21s smashed Crawley Town 5-2, and then Newcastle under-21s went to Rochdale and won 5-0. So we are the only senior team left in it. You've got the under-21s of Villa, Arsenal, Newcastle, Everton, and then potentially still Tottenham as well, which is just rubbish. But Everton under-21s will take on Newcastle, so we will take on the winners of Villa and Arsenal, which I'm guessing is today as well. I have no idea what time it is. I'm guessing it's about 4 o'clock if there's 8 hours left of the transfer window. So let's skip ahead. We have signed those two players, Gubbins and Taylor. They have come in on deadline day, so that's good news. But yeah, we will skip ahead now to the Tottenham game and hopefully get a first win in 5. Here we go then. So we have both the other quarterfinals at the same time. Aston Villa taking on Arsenal as well. There are some League Two games going on as well, which means we are going to have a game in hand on quite a lot of teams. Leaders Crew are playing Leyton Orient. Hartlepool in third are away at Gillingham. Swindon and Walsall are also in action. So all of the top 4 are playing this midweek, which could potentially cut us a little bit adrift, even with a game in hand, which would be a little bit annoying. Right, let's have a look at Tottenham under-21 squad. Don't see, they're currently 14th in the Premier Division. They've actually, well, they're at the bottom, with 14th is bottom, but I'm just trying, they don't seem to have any players that have actually played any games, which is weird. Okay. If these are the players they're calling from, I would expect to win the game. I am tempted. I've got Kovacevic in goal at the minute, but I am tempted to go with Magnus Norman. Has Magnus Norman played in this competition yet? He hasn't. I think, do I bottle it and do I go with Magnus Norman? I think I will, you know. I think I will. We've just rejected a bid from Blackpool for Alex Kovacevic as well on deadline day. It was about 100 grand, I think, up front, and then a few extras, but I'm not selling him. It was a decent offer, though. We got him on a free a year ago, so, well, not even that. We got him on a free 6 months ago in the summer, wasn't it? So it's a decent offer. Just having a look through. Right, Taylor Perry can't play this game. So who do we play? Niall John could probably do that role. We used to play him quite a lot, didn't we, as the Carrilero before. So that's all right. We've got Harry Vaughan and Alex Denny on the bench. Joe Taylor is on the bench, but Joe Gubbins is cup-tied, as is Luke Matheson, which is why we've got Harrison McGay at right back. Connor Wood and Corey Panther also come in. Brennan Stobbs joined Dackers up front. Made a couple of changes as well to the tactics, the crossing, the passing, the tempo, all things like that. I've just made a few little changes here and there, a few little tweaks to the system just to try and, well, just change things up really. So I'm going to point finger, so I want to improve things. Both teams go into this one in a spell of poor form. Come on, too many questions. Right, let's see what they are playing, if there's any recognisable names in their squad. I'm hoping not. Alfie Dorrington rings a bell. Pape Sarr rings a bell as well. So there's one or two players that I think I've heard of. As Niall John has picked up a booking, and so has Alfie Dorrington. So we are still with an attacking mentality at the minute, but I am a little worried. We did have one of the reasons I've done it as well is we did have a news item saying that the fans were criticising my tactics, as Dackers pulls a brilliant save from Keeley, but he was offside anyway. Yeah, so that kind of tempted it, because if you start losing the fans, it's not long before you're out that door, is it? So I don't want it to end like that. I want it to end with us getting to the Premier League. Right, Brennan, good ball for Dackers. He's going to have to go early, but he has, and he's hit the inside of the post. That is basically how our season is going at the minute. That is how our season is going. Come on, we are flying the flag for the actual EFL here now. We are the only senior team left in the competition. But it's going to be quite good, isn't it? I mean, we beat Everton, we've beaten Forest. If we could beat Tottenham and then Arsenal or Villa as well, I wouldn't say we've beaten the 21s, I'd just say we've beaten Tottenham and Arsenal. That would be what I would say. As Dackers is in and has scored this time. And it counts. It counts. It counts. I was expecting it not to. It's Magnus Norman with the assist. I've set it to more direct, the passing, because we've got Dackers up front, and it seems like the obvious thing to do when you're playing a 12-foot tall striker. You've got to go long, surely. But we're on the defensive now. We've won it back. Stobbs. Panther did well there, won it back. Stobbs. Lovely footwork. Brennan denied by Keeley at the near post. It's a good first half from us though. I'm far more impressed. I mean, we are playing kids. We are playing against a team of kids, but I'm still quite impressed with this half so far. We've given away a free kick and we are going to see it. It's going to be floated in, whipped in, played in by Owen. Hobson, unmarked, clears it away well. Coming up to the end of the half. Been very, very good. Very, very good. 11 shots, 5 on target. Very, very happy with that. Arsenal's under-21s are 2-0 up against Villa. Charlie Patino with a goal there. I'm going to say I'm pleased. It's getting to that point where I've just been slagging them off and shouting at them constantly for the last 4 games. So I kind of need to just say I'm pleased with how you're doing, boys. Right, Niall John's struggling. He's going to have to come off. Kirby to Panther. We'll let this highlight go and then I think I'll make at least one change. As Brennan looks for Dackers. We've recycled possession in midfield and then we've given it away. Come on. Blocks into the channel for Robson. Oh my god. Another penalty given away. That's 3rd penalty in 2 games. Oh, but Magnus Norman has tipped it round the post. It's a huge save. It's a brilliant save. Come on. Corner comes in and Norman flies through the air. Super Magnus. Right, Stobbs is struggling. Niall John is struggling. So we'll bring on Harry Vaughan and we will bring on, well, we're going to have to bring on Junior Luamba. There's no other choice, but I wonder if I swap them 2 around. That might work. Connor Wood's been booked, so I might give Benny Couto a run. Corey Panther for Rod McDonald. And I am going to give Joe Taylor a debut in 10 or 15 minutes time, assuming that no one else goes down injured. I mean, Sean Hobson's really struggling, but so is Marcus Dackers now. Problem as well, of course, as that corner. Oh, it's a brilliant effort from Harry Vaughan. Oh, I genuinely, when the corner was coming in, I thought he was going to go back stick for Dackers. Sean Hobson's going to have to play the whole game. I'm going to give Joe Taylor a game, but we're going to have to now change things up. Whipped crosses. Do you do whipped crosses? We'll try whipped crosses. See if we actually get any crosses in first. And we'll go standard. And I think we'll go balanced as well. I'm getting to the point. I mean, up until this point, I've very, very rarely deviated from that system, from that attacking 4-3-3. I've changed little bits in passing and things like that, but it's always been an attacking mentality. And I'm just beginning to think I maybe need to stop it. I maybe need to change things up a little bit. That's a really good clearance, and Brennan is onto it. And Joe Taylor's looking to get in. He's offside at the minute. It's a good ball to Vaughan though, and he's gone for goal. It's a dipping effort. Got another highlight. Few too many highlights at this time of the game for me when we're only 1-0 up. I just want that green dot on the schedule. That is all I'm wanting right now. Vaughan to Reeves. Hobson. Aimless ball. But we've won it back. Harry Vaughan to McDonald. Good ball looking for Luamba. Is he going to get to it? He is. Oh, and Joe Taylor, surely! He's got a debut goal! Joe Taylor. Not a whipped cross by any stretch of the imagination, but I do not give a monkeys. Junior Luamba off the bench, I think. Junior Luamba come off the bench? Yeah, he did, didn't he? And he's set it up for Joe Taylor, and that definitely deserves a praise. Couto goes long. Taylor won't get to that. Keeley decided not to pick it up, and it almost paid off. But we're in here, and Taylor's in for a second on debut. Oh, it's a good save, Keeley. He's been really good. I might have to have a little scout of Keeley. Corner's probably going to come to nothing from Couto. Oh, maybe not. Didn't expect it to, but Rod McDonald has scored. It's 3-0, and that's his first goal. I pride myself on scoring from corners and stuff. It's a towering header. Can't believe that's his first goal. Oh, don't let one in now. Oh, McGahey got the block on the line, I think, on that. Onto the underside of the bar, and it's a big 3-0 win. It's a super performance. That's more like it, boys. I'm not going to read too much into the tactical tweaks that I made, because, as I say, we're playing against a bunch of kids, and I think we've just got to be a little bit careful that we don't overreact. And Clay, oh, Magnus Norman with a 9.1. Don't often praise Magnus Norman because he doesn't often get man of the match, because he's not often needed that much, is he? But yeah, I'm not, like I say, I'm not going to get too carried away with the tactical tweaks that I've made. If we go and start getting some results in League Two, then I might. Talk about Tottenham under 21s like they're a proper team. Ridiculous. Right, so we're going to play Arsenal in the next episode. Do we get any money? 50k. We get 50k for that. It's good solid prize money, to be fair. We are going to play Arsenal on the 12th of March, which I have no idea when that is at the minute. So let's have a look at their quick look at their squad. You see they're playing a few more. They finished second in their league, but a lot of players out on loan. But I think we could get through this. I really do. When is it? Oh, it's miles away. Of course, we're on deadline day. We're on January the 31st. How do I not know where we're at? Okay. So before we sign off, then let's see where. Oh my God, we're away at Hartlepool next. Shit, I didn't even notice that. And then Exeter. Oh my word. And then we've got a Welsh double against Wrexham and Newport, who have both struggled. So that's 3 winnable games there. And then we've got Crawley and Colchester before Arsenal. And Barrow as well. Oh, I don't know when to come back there. I'm tempted just to go all the way through to the Arsenal game. I'm tempted just to go through and do maybe Barrow and Arsenal, because I kind of want to have a bit of a get stuck in a little bit rather than just doing 2 games here and there and coming back. So I think we're going to go. Where are Walsall in the league? They're 4th. That would make more sense then, wouldn't it? At the moment, to do Arsenal and Walsall, because they're big games. It's a semi-final of the trophy, and we are flying the flag for the EFL. And then we've got 4th place Walsall away. I think that's what we're going to be doing. We had games, didn't we, actually? Oh, latest scores. Why are they latest scores? Did we kick off before them or something? Walsall are winning. Swindon are winning. Crewe are losing to Leyton Orient. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Never mind. It's irrelevant now, isn't it? Because we're going to sign off. So it doesn't really matter what happens in those games. But that is so nice to see a green dot. But in League Two, we have not won since Boxing Day. Boxing Day, since our last win in League Two. We've had 2 draws and 4 defeats in that time. That is not good. And we go away to third place Hartlepool. That really is not good. Right, join me anyway for probably Arsenal Walsall in the next episode. Episode 25, I think the next one will be. Little quarter century milestone, happy days. And that, I think, will also be episode 20 of this particular go around. So make sure you come back. As always, smash a like on this for me, hit subscribe, turn on the notifications. See you soon. Bye bye.